A gorgeous southern afternoon. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 38-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Complete to John Ross.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And the Bears first down.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
7-yard line. It's
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Locke. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Chubb again, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They toss it left side to Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 16, Locke. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Gold to kick off for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Kaepernick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yetur Gross-Matos, the rookie. That's why they drafted him, getting in there and making the play defensively.
2nd down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Over the middle here to Brown. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, Kaepernick. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Past there he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Gould with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Kaepernick now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Complete to Aaron.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw is Kaepernick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They set up the screen to Chubb. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it.
Ty Montgomery on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Robbie Gould to kick off for Chicago.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
The pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Albert O. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
For the point after.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He was taken down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sideline. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He sets up the screen to Jones. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake, Kaepernick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The ball carrier.
Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Kaepernick. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
4th down and goal.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From the 31, Locke. Got a man open. It's Ross. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
21.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7.
The tackle made at the
well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 11 yards there, 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
John Ross with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
For Chicago. Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The quarterback sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Bears 35, Falcons 20.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, Kaepernick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Kaepernick.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
brings up...
Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And now he'll tuck it and run. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Over the middle to Beckham. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick forced out to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check 50, check 50.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd. And now they deal with 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At their own, just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
2nd and 6.
And again, it's Chubb. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Chubb on the carry.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Dorsett on the return. Shifts past him at the 45. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Their own 48-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Yetur Gross-Matos picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
91.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
By the Bears. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.